Don't really know how to do an intro, so here's the intro. Uh, Wanted to make a video about being an ISFP. I am an ISFP. This video is about my experience as an ISFP, so if there are other ISFPs who watch this video, your experience is going to be different than mine. So the things I'm going to say, this is just what has happened to me. This is how I am an ISFP. So my history with Myers-Briggs is found out about it 5 years ago through a career counselor. Excellent guy, love him to death. He helped me so much. He has helped me in so many ways. Um, but yeah, he suggested helping me with better direction in life and my strengths and my weaknesses with exploring the Myers-Briggs. So took some tests. The test that I primarily ended up really working for me, that was extremely thorough, was on a website called similarminds.com. The first time I took it, I got ISFJ, and then realized some of the questions, it was more of yes, I was answering them as yes, I really want to be this way, but I am not. More so just the J side of things. Just in a perfect world, yes, I wish that I liked planning things, but I just don't, because it's just gets boring. Just gets really boring. And who can predict that anyway? But anyways, uh, but yeah, first time I took it, I got ISFJ. Realized that yes, I wasn't answering the questions 100%. Where it's like, yeah, no, you're definitely not like that. So, case in point, my last letter definitely changed and was way more accurate. Uh, but what's interesting is I that was very rough in the very first time I ever took anything with Myers-Briggs. So the second time I took it, it was way more accurate. And interestingly enough, my F and my T are very close. I've taken other tests, excuse me, and gotten the same result. Where definitely I, S, and P, but my F and my T are very, very close. I tend to more so get ISFP. There's been times though where I've taken tests and gotten ISTP. So my F and my T are pretty close. Um, but yes, absolutely love this type of stuff. It's very, very interesting. And I guess the thing that helped me the most with Myers-Briggs goes along with my first function, introverted feeling. Introverted feeling, I feel, kind of gets, it's a, people who aren't ISFPs have an interesting way of describing it for sure. Um, and I guess I'd love to talk about that, where like they, or from what I've read and what I've seen in other videos, is it's a lot of like the ISFP. They have to find something that they're passionate about, and then they have to. That's what they have to do with their life. They have to follow their passions, and which yes, in an ideal world, absolutely 100% follow your passions for sure. Um, I think that could come. I think that could kind of. I don't know. For me, that just isn't realistic. realistic. uh, in terms of life, and when people say that, or articles say that about ISFPs, it's like, yeah, I would love to just wake up and do my passions and do it all day long. But most of my passions don't yield really any type of income. I have to be able to live for sure. I have to be able to provide. Uh, but what I like doing really is not, it does not produce an income. It does not, produce consistency. I don't even like it. I mean, I like certain things to be consistent for sure, like an income, but it's just I wish that that could be uh, I don't know, assessed differently or written about differently because yeah, 100% introverted feeling is my main driver for sure, but you kind of have to face reality where you're not going to always be able to do your passions all day long. You're going to have to sacrifice. And so I think that introverted feeling uh, can be used or seen in a better view where, the very basis of it is that, an introverted feeler, they have an internal value system. And so you're just constantly as you're experiencing life, you're constantly assessing life and then categorizing the experiences you have, or good or bad, or an object, whether that object is of high value to you or not. Subjects within conversations, high value or not. It's very black and white, which is kind of funny, but. I just it's a very what I see projected online is that it might be viewed as like a weaker function because it's if the situation, the circumstance, whatever it is, if it's not lined up with your internal value system, I think a lot of people think that it's the end of the world for the ISFP and they just crumble and fall apart. Um, I would say maybe if you're a younger ISFP, maybe that's the case. I remember being, I don't want to say way more offended. I never really felt offended. I just felt, uh, if something didn't line up with how I felt, I didn't understand. But learning about Myers-Briggs definitely helped that, there are 16 personality types. So there are 15 other types that are going to view the world differently than you. That really helped me a lot. That definitely helped open up things. And I think that as life happens, as you have experiences, good or bad, as you grow as a person, um, you need to you need to learn from those experiences. And I want to say that for an ISFP, for introverted feeling being my first function, the best thing I've learned to do is to slow down with that initial reaction to yes or no, where does this rank, top of my value system, bottom of my value system. Just uh, slow down with that reaction. And what I do is things happen, whatever it is, or I observe something, or I see something, and if I agree or disagree, I slow down and say, okay, yes, I have that initial reaction, but then right after that, very quickly, I then try to have a concrete uh, view of things. I think that's a lot of my other functions starting to work stronger. Definitely, I mean, extroverted sensing for sure has always been strong too. But my third and fourth functions are definitely becoming a lot stronger. Where probably even before Myers-Briggs in my life, I definitely see introverted intuition a big time when I was about 18 or 19 come into play. Uh, where I was just constantly connecting the dots and thinking what was behind things, and actually pretty naturally uh, wasn't really hard for me. I actually like it a lot. Extroverted thinking for sure is definitely probably my hardest. But what's interesting as an ISFP is I've learned to think about or approach extroverted thinking as, it's pretty much like bulldozer mode, Terminator mode, getting things done. Um, so, but what's great is that as an ISFP, I'm extremely adaptable and love new experiences and love throwing myself into things. So, bulldozer mode is becoming more fun where it's like, yeah, I just like to get things done at times. Uh, but what's behind it is that I want to get things done so then I have more time to be the ISFP. So get things done so I can just chill. Get things done so I can have more flexibility. So that's kind of how I approach if you want to single out the function of extrovert thinking. Um, but yeah, with introverted feeling, learning to slow down, and you're gonna have that gut reaction of yes or no, black and white. But slow down, look at the concrete facts, and zoom out. Introverted intuition, zoom out, see the big picture, see multiple paths to things. As hard as it might be harder, for ISFPs to zoom out like that and not be in the present. But I'm telling you, as an ISFP, that has only helped me uh, so much. So much. Helped me grow a lot. Introverted feeling is great though. I absolutely love it as a first function. I like the gut I like the gut reactions. I like the black and white. It's very entertaining. Um, so yeah. Um, that's a good place to stop, I think, with introverted feeling. This is my first video on this too, so it's not professional. It's very random. I literally had no structure to this, so bear with me. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Make some more videos. I don't mind talking. This is fun. Intro, outro. This is the outro. Out.